La Yashala. Imajim, which means to stand. Wapanya Gudam, which means rise and face east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakutka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathanlanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawatinawa, Wala'ah, Tabayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Awashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Lakah, Malakwath, Wa'ala, Wataparath, Walamyam Aman in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever, so be it. Hakak, the prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Babakushai, Nathanlanawa, Hakak, Larapa'ah, Kal Makalawa, Kal Marawa, Hakak, Lata'ar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Lahakwium, Hamathium, Hakak, Arakawath, Hatama'ala, Lagarashun, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Thawada Aman in English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits to cast them out in the name of Yahushai. Thank you, so be it. Psalms chapter 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Aizarya, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakarka, Wayarach, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Athna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaathka, Waboaka, Ma'itha, Wa'ai, Awalam, Aman, in the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms chapter 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damayalaka, Al Tafarash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awayabika, Yahama Yawan, Wa Mashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Alaimaka, Yaharayamwa, Sawad, Wayafai Tazawa, Al Tazap Pawanyaka, Amrawa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Aiwad, Kaya, Nawa'ai Tazawa, Lab, Yakhadwa, Alyaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Ahalia, Adawam, Salaki, Wayashama Aliam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashath, Aimishabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Aimam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Lahum, Kamadyan, Kasayasara'a, Kayabian, Manakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayathamwa, Nadayamawa, Ka'irab, Wakazaaba, Wakazabach, Wakazalmanai, Kal Nasayakamwa, Ashar, Amorwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Ath, Da'awath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Salaki, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanyaraka, Ka'ash, Thaba Ira, Wakalahaba, Thalahat, Haryam, Khan, Tharadapma, Basairaka, Wabasawapathka, Thabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabahalwa, Aidyaai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labatka, Salakia, Al Yawan, Al, Ka, Harataza, Thawada Aman. In the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult. Salakia. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Agarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Ored, and like Zeb, yea, all their princes, as Abah and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. The prayer for the blessings, Salakia. Khan. The prayer for the blessings of the power structure in Hebrew. Barakathe Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Matazabia, Alawapyahana, Ha Alawapyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kwatazayanyam, Ha Kayayalyam, Wa Hakwathian, Yahweh, Ba Shim Yahweh Shai, the water Aman in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. The prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahab, Bayafsaparian, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. What we just said in the English was, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. The prayer for the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathens that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to get to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and the drug dealers and their drug dealers, Salakia, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, posse comitatus, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth, and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabi, which means to be seated. We're picking up where we left off last week. Numbers, the 36th chapter, verse 4. Numbers chapter 36, verse 4. Wa'am, Yahaya, Hayabal, Lapunya, Salaki, Labunya, Yasha'ala, Sapa, Nakalath, Nakalathan, Al, Nakalath, Hamata, Ashar, Thahayayan, Thahayayana, Salakia, Thahayayana, Laham, Womanakalath, Mata, Abathyana, Abathyanawah, Yagarai, Nakalathan. Verse 5. Verse 5. Wayatazawa, Mashah, Ath, Banya, Yasha'ala, Al, Payah, Yahweh, La'amar, Khan, Mata, Banya, Yawasap, Dabaryam, Salakia. Verse 6. Zah, Hadabar, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Labanwath, Tazalpakad, La'amar, Ladawab, Bayanyaham, Thahayana, Lanashiam, Ak, Lamashapakath, Mata, Abayaham, Thahayana, Lanashia, Salakia, Lanashayam, Lanashim. Verse 7, Wala'ah, Thasab, Nakhala, Labanya, Yasha'ala, Mamata, Al, Mata, Kaya, Ayash, Banakalath, Mata, Salakia, Abathium, Salakia, La'ah, Abathua, Yadabkua, Banya, Yasha'ala, verse 8. Wakal, Bath, Yarashath, Nakala, Mamatawath, Banya, Yasha'ala, La'akad, Mama Shapakath, Mata, Abiyah, Thahaya, La'asha, Lama'ain, Yayarashwa, Banya, Yasha'ala, Ayash, Nakhalath, Abathua, verse 9. Wala, Thasab, Nakhala, Mamata, Lamata, Achar, Kaya, Ayash, Banakalathwa, Yarabakwa, Marawath, Banya Yasha'ala, verse 10. Kashar, Tazawa'ah, Yahweh, Ath, Masha, Khan, Aishua, Banawath, Tazalapakad. Alright. Guess I don't gotta speak so loud since I'm speaking right in the microphone. So Laki Akim. Alright, so now going back to verse 4. Numbers chapter 36, verse 4. And when the jubilee of the children of Israel shall be, then shall their inheritance be put into the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. Verse 5. And Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of the Most High, saying, the tribe of the sons of Joseph hath said well. Verse 6. This is the thing which the Most High doth command concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, let them marry to whom they think best. Only to the family of the tribe of their fathers shall they marry. Verse 7. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel remove from tribe to tribe. For every one of the children of Israel shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. Verse 8. And every daughter that possesseth an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Israel shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father, that the children of Israel may enjoy every man the inheritance of his fathers. Verse 9. Neither shall the inheritance remove from one tribe to another tribe, but every one of the tribes of the children of Israel shall keep himself to his own inheritance. Verse 10. Even as the Most High commanded Moses, so did the daughters of Zelophehad. Numbers chapter 36, verse 11. 17. So Numbers 11 to 17. All right, Numbers chapter 36, verse 11. Wathahayayana, Makala, Tharatiza, Wakagala, Salakia, Wakagala, Wamalaka, Wanai, Banawath, Tazalpakad, Labanya, Dadayahan, Lanashim. Verse 12. Verse 4. I'll be going to verse 4. Alright. Numbers chapter 36, verse 12. Mama Shapakath, Banya, Manashah, Bun, Yawasap, Hayan, Salakia, Hayawa, Lanashim, Wathahaya, Nakalath, Salakia, Nakalathan, Al, Mata, Mashapakath, Abayahan, verse 13. Allah, Hamat Tazawath, Wahamash, Wahamashapatiyam, Ashar, Tazawah, Yahweh, Bayad, Masha Al, Banya Yasha'ala, Bayrabtha, Salakia, Bayrabath, Mawa'ab, Salakia, Mawa'aba, Al, Yaradan, Yarakawa. Alright, verse 1. Deuteronomy. So now we're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Akim Salakia. Yes, so we're done with the book of Numbers. Now we're going to Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Alright. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. Allah, Hadabaryam, Ashar, Debar, Masha, Al, Kal, Yasha'ala, Bar, Hayaradwa, Bamadabar, Bayrab, Mawal, Sawap, Bayan, Paran, Wabayan, Thapal, Walaban, Wakatizarath, Wadiyah, Zahab. Verse 2. Achad, Ishar, Yawam, Maharab, Darak, Har, Shayar, Id, Quadash, Baranai. Verse 3. Wayahaya, Ba'arabayam, Shana, Ba'ishafya, Ishar, Chadash, Ba'achad, Lachadash, Debar, Masha, Al, Banya, Yasha'ala, Kakal, Ashar, Tazawa'ah, Yahweh, Athua, Alahaya, Salakia, Alahaya, Salakia, Alaham. Verse 4. Acharya, Hakathua, Ath, Sayakhan, Malak, Ha'amaria, Ashar, Yawashab, Bakashabwan, Wa'ath, Iwag, Malak, Habashan, Ashar, Yawashab, Ba'ishathrath, Ba'adarya. Alright, now let's go back. Numbers. Chapter 36, verse 11. From Allah, Tizar, and Hagla, and Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zelophehad, were married unto their father's brother's sons. Verse 12. And they were married into the families of the sons of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, and their inheritance remained in the tribe of the family of their father. Verse 13. These are the commandments and the judgments which the Most High commanded by the hand of Moses unto the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on the side Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tophel and Laban and Hazarath and Dizabah, Salakia and Dizahab. Verse 2. There are 11 days' journey from Horeb by the way of Mount Seir unto Kadesh Barnea. Verse 3. And it came to pass in the 40th year, in the 11th month, on the first day of the month, that Moses spake unto the children of Israel according unto all that the Most High had given him in commandment unto them. Verse 4. After he had slain Sihon, the king of Amorites, Salakia, the king of the Amorites, which dwelt in Heshbon, and Og, the king of Bashan, which dwelt at Asheroth and Idrel. All right. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 5. By Bar, Alright. By Bar, Hayaradan, Baratiza, Mawa'a, Salaki, Mawa'aba, Hawayal, Masha, Ba'ar, Ath, Hathawara, Hazaath, La'amar, verse 6. Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Debar, Alayanawa, Baharab, La'amar, Rab, Lakam, Shabbath, Bahar, Hazah, verse 7. Panawa, Wasaiwa, Lakam, Waba Salakia, Waba Awa, Waba Awa, Har, Ha'amaria, Wa'al, Kal, Shekanya, Salakia, Shekanya, by Salakia, by Rab, by Rabah, Bahar, Wabashapala, Wabashapala, Wabanagab, 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 Wabako Salakia, Wabakawap, Hayam, Aratiza, Hakananya, Wahalab no one, Id, Hanahar, Hagadal, Nahar, Parath, verse 8. Ra'ah, Nathathya, Lapanyahum, Salakia, Lapanyakam, Ath, Haratiza, Ba'awa, Washawa, Ath, Haratiza, Ashar, Nashabah, Yahweh, Bathyakam, Labaraham, Layatazak, but then that chorus at the end. Layatazak, Salakia. Layatazak, Walaya Iquab, Lathath, Laham, Wala Zaraim, Achar Yahum, verse 9. Wa'amar, Alakam, Ba'ath, Hahara, La'amar, La'ah, Awakal, Labadia, Sha'ath, Athakam, verse 10. Yahweh, Alahayakam, Harabah, Athakam, Wahakam, Salakia, Wahanakam, Hayawam, Kakawakabia, Hashemayam, Larab, verse 11. Yahweh, Alahaya, Salakia, Abarathkam, Yasap, Alyakam, Kakam, Alap, Paimayam, Wayabarak, Afakam, Ka'ashar, Debar, Lakam. Alright. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 5. On this side Jordan, in the land of Moab, began Moses to declare this law, saying, verse 6, the Most High our power spake unto us in Horeb, saying, ye have dwelt long enough in this mount. Verse 7, turn you and take your journey, and go to the mount of the Amorites, and unto all the places nigh thereunto, in the plain, and the hills, and in the vale, and in the south, and by the seaside, to the land of the Canaanites, and unto Lebanon, unto the great river, the river Euphrates. Verse 8, behold, I have set the land, Salakia. Behold, I have set the land before you. Go in and possess the land which the Most High sware unto your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give unto them and to their seed after them. Verse 9, and I spake unto you at that time, saying, I am not able to bear you myself alone. Verse 10. The Most High your power hath multiplied you, and behold, ye are this day as the stars of heaven for multitude. Verse 11. The Most High power of your fathers make you 1,000 times so many more as ye are, and bless you as he hath promised you. All right. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 12. Ayakah, Shah, Labadia, Tarachim, Tarak, yeah, it'll be Tarachim, Wamasha'akim, warrior become, verse 13. Yeah, it would be. No, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. All right. Numbers chapter 1, verse 13. Habawa, Lakam, Anashayam, Chakamayam, Wanabunyam, Wayadayam, Lashabatayakum, Wa'ashyamam, Bara Ashyakam, verse 14. Watha'ainwa, Athya, Watha'imarath, Salakia, Watha'imarath, Tawab, Hadabar, Ashar, Dabarath, La'ishwath, verse 15. Wa'akwak, Ath, Ra'ashya, Shabbat Yakum, Anashyam, Chakamyam, Wayadayam, Wa'athun, Athum, Ra'ashyam, Al Yakum, Sharia, Al Salakia, Alapyam, Washarya, Ma'awath, Washarya, Chamashyam, Washarya, Asharath, Washatarium, Lashabatyakum, verse 16. Wa'atazar, Ath, Shapatyum, Salaki, Shapatyakum, Ba'ath, Ha'awa'ah, La'amar, Shemai, Bayan, Achayakum, Washapatham, Tazadak, Bayan, Ayash, Wabayan, Achaya, Salakia, Achayawa, Achyawa, Wabayan, Garah, verse 17. La'ah, Thakayawar, Punyam, Khan, Punyam, Bamashapat, Kokwat, Salakia, Kwakwatan, Kagadal, Thusha, no, that's not. It's a way you say that, Salakia. This is a name. Thushamaiwan. La'ah. Thagawarwa. Mapunya. Ayash. Kaya. Hamashapat. La'alahayam. Hawa'ah. Wahadabar. Ashar. Yakwa. Makam. Thaquarbawan. Aliyah. Washama Aithya. Verse 18. So lock you. Alright, there we go. Verse 18. Tazawa. Athakam. Ba'aith. Hahawa'ah. Ath. Kal. Hadabaryam, Ashar, the Aishawan. Alright? Numbers chapter 1, verse 12. How can I myself alone bear your cumbrance and your burden and your strife? 13. Take you wise men and understanding, and known among your tribes, and I will make them rulers over you. 14. And ye answered me and said, the thing which thou hadst spoken is good for us to do. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, and captains over hundreds, and captains over fifties, and captains over tens, and officers among your tribes, which is where we get our rank and order structure in the Isupk. Like everything we do, we get it from the Bible. And that's the precept right there. One of the scriptures of where we get our rank and order, our structure from in the Bible. That's why we have generals and captains and officers in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding Juliana. Everybody understand? Verse 16. And I charged your judges at that time, saying, hear the causes between your brethren, and judge righteously between every man and his brother, and the stranger that is with and the stranger that is with him. Verse 17. Ye shall not respect persons in judgment, but ye shall hear the small as well as the great. Ye shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is God's. For the judgment is the Most High's, and the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it. Verse 18. And I commanded you at that time all the things which ye shall do. That's hardcore right there, brother. This is the Isupk, man. We're reading the Isupk under Commanding Juliana. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, in the Bible. Like, this is one of many scriptures in the Bible that is 1 West, bedrock 1 West. This is our council system, where you have the generals who judge matters, captains who judge matters righteously, not because of how much money you have or because of your status in life, like Christians. Pastors care about your status in life. They care if you're upper class or lower class or poor or rich, like Creflo Dollar. He cares how much money you have. Like T.D. Jakes, he cares how much money you have. But in the Isupk, we don't care how much money you have, what you own, how many houses and cars you have, the jets you fly, the cars you drive. We don't give a damn about any of that. Because at the end of the day, we judge righteously, not on a man's appearance, not respecting men that are in gay apparel like the Christians and the fake Israelites. We don't give a damn about that. We care about what's right and what's wrong. Everybody understand? All right. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 19. Wanasai, Maharab, Wanalak, Ath, Kal, Hamadabar, Hagadawal, Wahanawara, Hawa, Haha, Wa'a, Ashar, Ra'ayat, Salakia, Ra'ayathum, Darak, Har, Ha'amaria, Ka'ashar, Tezawa, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Athanawa, Wanabal, Salakia, Wanaba, Salakia, I can't talk today, Salakia, Quadash, Baranai. Salakia, this thing is messed up, only Salakia. Verse 20. Wa Amar, Alakam, Ba'athum, Har, Ha'amarai, Salakia, Ha'amaria, Ashar, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Nathan, Lanawa, verse 21. Ra'ah, Nathan, Yahweh, Salakia, Alahayak, Lapunyak, Ath, Haratazah, Allah, Ra'ash, Kashar, Debar, Yahweh, Alahayah, Abathayak, Lak, Al, Thayarah, Wa'al, Thakath, verse 22. We're going to start at 19, right? 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so going to 25. Numbers chapter 1, Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 22. What the Korab one, Aliyah, Kalakam, what the Amorah, what the Amorah, what the Amorah, Nashalakath, no, Nashalakah, Anashim, Lapunyam, Salakia, Lapunyanawa, Waya Chaparwa, Lanawa, Ath, Rataza, Rayashabwa, Athanawa, Salakia, Athanawa, Debar, Ath, Hadarak, Ashar, Naila, Ba, Wa'ath, Ha'irayam, Ashar, Naba'a, Aliyahan, Salakia, Aliyahan, verse 23. Wayayatab, Ba'ayanya, Hadabar, Wa'akwach, Makam, Shanayam, Aishar, Anashiam, Ayash, Achad, Lashabat, verse 24. Wayapunwa, Salakia, Wayapunwa, Wayaalwa, Hahara, Wayabaawa, Id, Nakal, Ashakal, Wayaragalwa, Atha, verse 25. Wayakukawa, Bayadam, Maparya, Haratiza, Wayawardua, Alyanawa, Wayashabawa, Athanawa, Debar, Wayamarwa, Tawaba, Salakia, Salakia, Tawaba, Aharatiza, Ashar, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Nathan, Lanawa, so like I couldn't see. Alright. Nope. I got 2 more to go. 7:27. When did I start? Salaki. No, that's it. That is it. So Numbers chapter Salakia. Deuteronomy. I keep saying Numbers. We were just in the book of Numbers. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 19. And when we departed from Horeb and went through all that great and terrible wilderness which he saw by the way of the mountain of the Amorites, as the Most High our power commanded us, and we came to Kadesh Barnea, and I said unto you, ye are come unto the mountain of the Amorites, which the Most High our power doth give unto us. Verse 21, behold, the Most High thy power, Salakia, and behold, the Most High thy power hath set the land before thee. Go up and possess it, as the Most High power of thy fathers hath said unto thee, fear not, neither be discouraged. Verse 22, and ye came near unto me every one of you, and said, we will send men before us, and they shall search us out the land, and bring us word again by what way we must go up, and into Salakia, and into what cities we shall come. Verse 23, and the saying pleased me well, and I took 12 men of you, one of a tribe. Verse 24, and they turned and went up into the mountain, and came unto the valley of Eshcol, and searched it out. Verse 25, and they Salakia, this thing messing up, boy. And they took of the fruit of the land in their hands, and brought it down unto us, and brought us word again, and said, it is a good land which the Most High power doth give us. All right. Numbers chapter 1 verse 26. Wala'ah, Awayatham, La'ilath, Wathamarwa, Ath, Baya, Yahweh, Alahayakam. Verse 27. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 27. Watharagnawa, Ba'ahaliakam, Salakia, Amorwa, Amorwa, Bashanaath, Yahweh, Athanawa. Hawa Tazayanawa. Hawa Tazayanawa. Ma'arataza. Matazarium. Lathath. Athanawa. Bayad. Salakia. Ha'amaria. Lahasham Yadanwa. Lahasham Yadanya. Salakia. Yadanya Khan. Yadanwa. Lahasham Yadanwa. Alright. Verse 28. Ana. Anakhat Salakia. Anaknawa. Al Yawam Salakia. Al Yum Salakia. Al Yum Achinawa. Hamasawa Ath Labano Salakia. Labanawa Lamar Aim Gadawal Warum Mamanawa Arium Gadalath Wabat Salakia Wabataza Wart Wabataza Warath Wabataza Wabataza Warath. It's a better way to say that. Wabataza Warath. Wabataza Warath. Still a better way to say that. Salakia Akim. Wabataza Rawath. Basha Salakia. Basha Mayam. Wagam. Banya. Aina Koyam. Ra'ay Salakia. Ra'ayanawa. Sham. Verse 29. Wa Amar. Alakam. La'ah. Thyrotazawan, Wala'ah, Thayarawan, Maham, verse 30. Yahweh, Alahayakam, Hahalak, Lapanyakam, Hawa'ah, Salakia, Yalacham, Lakam, Kakal, Ashar, Aisha, Afakam, Bamataza Waryam, Layanyakam, verse 31. Wabba Salakia, Salakiakim, Wabama Debar, Wabama Salakia, Wabama Debar, Ashar, Ra'ayath, Ashar, Nasha'ak, Yahweh, Alahayat Salakia, Alahayak, Ka'ashar, Yesha'ah, Ayash, Ath, Banawa, Bakal, Hadarak, Ashar, Halakatham, Aid, Ba'akam, Aid, Hamakuram, Hazah, verse 32. Wabadabar, Hazah, Ayanakam, Ma'am Salakia, Ma'am Yanam, but by Yahweh, Alahayakam. Alright. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 26. Notwithstanding, you would not go up, but rebelled against the commandment of the Most High your power. And ye murmured unto your tents, and said, because the Most High hated us, he had brought us forth out of the land of Egypt, to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites, to destroy us. Verse 28. Whither shall we go up? Our brethren have discouraged our heart, saying, the people is greater and taller than we. The cities are great and walled up to heaven. And moreover, we have seen the sons of the Anakims, Salakia. And moreover, we have seen the sons of the Anakims there. Verse 29. Then I said unto you, dread not, neither be afraid of them. The Most High your power, which goeth before you, he shall fight for you, according to all that he did for you in Egypt before your eyes. Verse 31. And in the wilderness, where thou hast seen how that the Most High thy power bare thee, as a man doth bear his son, and all the way that ye went up, Salakia, and all the way that ye went until ye came into this place. Yet in this thing ye did not believe the Most High your power. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 33. Ha'alak, Lapunyakum, Barak, Laharor, Lakam, Makrawam, Lakanathkum, Ba'ash, Layala, Lara'athkum, Barak, Ashar, Thalakwa, Ba, Waba'ina, Salakia, Waba'ainan, Khan, Waba'ainan, Yawamam. Verse 34. Let's start in 30. Let's start Salakia. Yeah, 33. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, verse 34. Waya Shemai, Yahweh, Ath, Kowal, Dabaryakum, Waya Kwatazap, Waya Shabai, La'amar, verse 35. Yara'ah, Ayash, Ba'inashyam, Ha'al, Hadawar, Hara'ai, Hazahah, Haratazah, Hatarab, Hatawabah, Ashar, Nashabaithia, Lathath, Bathyakam, verse 36. Zawalthia, Kalab, Bun, Yapana, Hawa'ah, Yara'ana, Walan, Salakia, Walawa, I don't know why I said Walan, Walawa, Athan, Ath, Haratazah, Ashar, Darak, Ba, Walabanyua, Ya'ain, Ashar, Mala'ah, Afrayah, Yahweh, verse 37. Gam, Bayah, Hahanap, Yahweh, Ba'alalkum, La'amar, Gam, Athah, La'ah, Salakia, Thabah, Sham, verse 38. Yahawashai, Bun, Nawan, Haimad, Salakia, Haimad, Lapanyak, Hawa'ah, Yaba'ah, Shema, Athawa, Hazak, Salakia, Chazak, Kaya, Hawa'ah, Yanachlana, Ath, Yasha'ala, verse 39. Wadapakam, Ashar, Amaratham, Labaz, Yahaya, Wabanayakam, Ashar, La'ah, Yada'aiwa, Hayawam, Tawab, Warai, Hama'ah, Salakia, Hama, Yaba'awa, Shema, Walaham, Athanana, Salakia, Athanan, Waham, Yayarashawa, Yayarashwa. Alright. Alright. Numbers chapter 1, verse 33. Who went in the way before you to search you out a place to pitch your tents in, and fire by night, to show you by what way you should go, and in a cloud by day. Verse 34. And the Most High heard the voice of your words, and was wroth, and sware, saying, Surely there shall not one of these men of this evil generation see that good land, which I swear to give unto your fathers. Verse 36, Brother Salakia, for time's sake, that verse I just read is heavy. And if you're a Christian, you don't understand it because you don't understand the Most High God. He is a man of war. He's not a mommy. He's a father. God punishes his children. You understand? Like it says, and I'm going to read it one more time. Verse 35. Surely there shall not one of these men of this evil generation see that good land, which I swear to give unto your fathers. The Lord is not some play toy. He's not something to mess with. And if you speak against the Lord and the men of the Lord, and you're complaining and you're sinning against God, there's a penalty to pay for it. There's a punishment that you must pay and be judged for your actions. You cannot live an alternative lifestyle. You cannot get high. You cannot be Christian and get shape-ups and eat what you want and smoke whatever you want and do what you want and have sex how you want. There's a way that God ordained life to be for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And if you are not living that way, there's a punishment coming. There's AIDS coming. There's HIV coming. There's the crack epidemic coming. There's lynchings coming. There's police brutality coming here on this earth for those who disobey the Most High God. Like you're in the church living a lie, learning a lie, something that's not true. God punishes his children for disobeying him. And God just said it here in the Bible, that those evil generations, those evil doers of that generation are not promised that land that he promised their forefathers. Why? Is it because God lied to their forefathers? Is it because God lied to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? No. It's because you don't do what the Most High God told you to do. That's the problem. You get high and you smoke weed and think God is going to bless you. You put men on child support and abort your babies and think God is going to protect you from getting kidnapped. He's not, because you don't listen to him. You don't deserve his protection. His protection is not warranted to you because you're the children of slaves. Being the children of slaves warrants you to do what God told you to do, man. And that's this life. You do what the Most High God tells you to do, or you suffer the consequences. You understand? Ask Brittany Griner. Ask Whitney Houston. Ask Bobby Brown. Ask Michael Jackson. Ask Michael K. Williams. Ask O.J. Simpson if you can do what you want to do. You're going to suffer the consequences, man. Ask all of the sisters with HIV in D.C., in New Orleans. Ask all of the brothers in Chicago that died, that got murdered and family got killed from senseless gun violence. Like, there's a penalty to pay when you don't do what God said do. Verse 36, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh. He shall see it, and to him will I give the land that he hath trodden upon, and to his children, because he hath wholly followed the Most High God. Also the Most High was angry with me for your sake, saying, thou also shalt not go in thither. Verse 38, but Joshua the son of Nun, which standeth before thee, he shall go in thither. Encourage him, for he shall cause Israel to inherit it. The Lord raises up a man that you are going to follow. And if you don't follow him, if you don't have fond feelings of him, and he's not your pastor, so you don't want to follow him, because Commanding General Yohana doesn't tell you what you want to hear, you don't follow him, no problem, no sweat. You're going to die and get punished here in America. You're going to be in a Russian jail for the rest of your life over in another country because you don't want to listen to the men of God. The Lord established one man to lead his people. Throughout every generation of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, God has lifted up and raised up a prophet amongst us. And because we don't listen to that man, we suffer. Well, listen, man, God chose Joshua at this time to lead the Israelites out of the land they were in. Out of the land of Moab and where? Salakia. What is this in particular they were talking about? Salakia. 1 second. The Anakims, the Amorites, the Moabites, they scared to death that they are going to kill them, and so they don't obey Moses. They do what they want to do. Well, guess what, man? Joshua is going to lead this people, the people who deserve it. And you other ungrateful Negroes and Hispanics and Native Indians, you're going to stay here and you're going to die. But those who follow Commanding General Yohana are going to live, that do what this school is set up to teach you to do, and that's obey God. That's obey Commanding General Yohana and nobody else. And if you don't do it, if you wear purple robes with tassels on the end of your shirt, if you're in a fake Israelite group, if you're in a Christian church, if you listen to Minister Farrakhan, if you follow everything outside of this school, you will surely be put to death by the hands of the Most High God for not listening to the man that God set up to lead his people. Verse 37, and the Most High was angry with me for your sakes, saying, thou also shalt not go in thither. But Joshua the son of Nun, Salakia. Verse 39, Moreover, your little ones, which he said should be a prey, and your children, which in that day had no knowledge between good and evil, they shall go in thither, and unto them will I give it, and they shall possess it. Verse 40. Salaki, that was in English. All right, last 7. Verse 40. Watham. Panawa. Lakam. Wasaiwa. Hamadabara. Darak. Yum. Sawap. Verse 41. Watha Ainwa. Watha Ainawa. Watha Ainawa. Watha Aimara. Aliyah. Khata Anawa. La Yahawa. Ana Khanawa. Na'ilah. Wanalak Manawa. Salakia. Kakal. Ashar. Tazawana. Salakia. Tazawanwa. Yahweh. Alahayanawa. Watha Chagroa. Watha Chagroa. Ayash. Ath. Kalya. Malacham. Salakia. Malachamathwa. Watha Hayanawa. Watha Hayanawa. La'alath. Hahara'ah. Verse 42. Wayamar. Yahweh. Aliyah. Amar. Laham. La'ah. Tha'ilwa. Wala'ah. Thalachamwa. Kaya. Ayan. Salakia. It's always the doubles that give me. Salakia. Ayananya. Bakorabkum. Wala'ah. Thanagapwa. Lapanya. Ayabyakam. Verse 43. Wadabar. Aliyakam. Wala'ah. Shema Itham. Wathamarat. Salakia. Wathamarwa. Ath. Paya. Yahweh. Wathazadawa. Wathazadawa. Salakia. Wathazadawa. Wathailawa. Hahara'ah. Verse 44. Wayataza. Ha'amaria. Salakia. Ha'amaria. Hayashab. Bahar. Hawa'ah. Lakwaratham. Salakia. Lakwarathakam. Wayaradpua. Salakia. Athakam. Ashar. Tha'ishina. Salakia. Tha'ishina. Hadabarium. Wayakathawa. Athakam. Bashayar. Id. Charamah. Verse 45. Wathashabwa. That's a name. Salaki. Wathashabwa. Wathabakawa. Lapanya. Yahweh. Wala'ah. Shemai. Yahweh. Bakwalkam. Wala'ah. Ha'azayan. Al-Yakam. Verse 46. Wathashabwa. Bakwadash. Yum. Rabyum. Kayum. Ashar. Yashabatham. All right. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 40. But as for you, turn you and take your journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. Then ye answered and said unto me, we have sinned against the Most High. We will go up and fight according to all that the Most High our power commanded us. And when ye had girded on every man his weapon, Salakia. And when ye had girded on every man his weapons of war, ye were ready to go up into the hill. Verse 42. And the Most High said unto me, say unto them, go not up, neither fight, for I am not among you, lest ye be smitten before your enemies. Verse 43. So I spake unto you, and ye would not hear, but rebelled against the commandment of the Most High, and went presumptuously up into the hill. Verse 44. And the Amorites which dwelt in that mountain came out against you, and chased you, as bees do, and destroyed you in Seir, even unto Hormah. Verse 45. And ye returned and wept before the Most High, but the Most High would not hearken to your voice, nor give ear unto you. That's a scary thing, brother. When the Lord is not with you, like so many brothers and sisters outside of the Isupk that defy the Most High God, it is a scary thing to be a brother or sister who goes to Russia just to play basketball to make money. And next thing you know, because of an addiction that you have of living an alternative lifestyle from being molested as a child, you're now going to spend years in a jail in another country that you were not born. That's a scary thing, brother. It's a scary thing to have AIDS where your skin is falling off of your goddamn body. It's a scary thing to love some whore that is going to leave you for a pedophile like Kim Kardashian did Kanye West. That's a scary thing to then go and have sex with another nation of women, other nations of women like OJ, and then she be murdered, and 10 years later you're doing 10 years in prison. You're on child support for 21 years. You're on child support and you can't make any money, so you go to jail. That's a scary thing to not have the Most High God with you. And that is what you experience when you're not in the Isupk. When you're not under the protection of the Most High God, He is not with you. Why do you think you're singing songs in church to feel better? If you woke up and realized how hard your life was, you would commit suicide. And you would keep getting high, which is why you get high, to self-medicate. Because of the pain of life, of real life, is so unbearable because God is not with you. God didn't design life to be this hard for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. God didn't design you to work until you're dead, to get molested at 7, to not have a father, to not grow up with a mother, to have the mother you grew up with. God didn't want that for us. But because we disobey the Most High God, He has no choice but to depart from us, man. And now we grow up without the protection of the Most High God. That's a scary thing, brother. It's a scary thing to be in some closet as a little boy because you're scared to go outside of your room because you know your daddy is going to abuse you. He's going to beat you senseless. That's a scary thing, man. We grow up the way we do and live this way because the church is not the men of God, is not the house of the Lord, is not where the protection of the Lord comes from. This house is where the protection of God comes from. Under Commanding General Yohana, we don't get molested. Our children are protected. We don't abuse each other. We don't lie to one another. We don't celebrate birthdays. Our children are well protected. Our women are well defended. Our men have honor and integrity and are able to use discretion on matters based on wisdom because we have it. We don't make mistakes like your preachers who teach something for 40 years that they don't know what they taught like Creflo Dollar. We know everything we teach because it's the Bible. It's been around longer than we've been alive and been here on this earth. We teach that thing right there. That's what we do in here. And we don't get it wrong because we've been taught it by men who are approved by God. And in here is where protection of the Lord is. And if you're outside of this school, you're not going to find protection. The only solution is to get in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, who are not affiliated with any other groups or organizations. And with that, Salakia. Oh no, I still had one more scripture to read. I had one more verse. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 45. And ye returned and wept before the Most High, but the Most High will not hearken to your voice, nor give ear unto you. Come on, man. You don't think Brittany Griner is over there in Russia praying to God? The same God that her big mama prayed to? The same God the slaves wept to? You don't think that some little girl is in a closet right now praying, trying to escape being sexually abused again? You don't think that some woman who has 6 kids by 6 different men is praying to God for help? You don't think some brother that's locked up is praying to God? Some Hispanics on the border in dog cages are praying to God? El Dio, you don't think they're praying? They're praying, man. They're praying. The problem is God has done what? Nor give ear unto you. God is not going to hearken. He's not going to listen to your prayers. Why? Because you get high. Because you chose Christianity. You chose wood and stone. You chose to be a politician and vote. You chose to wear purple with fringes on your t-shirts. You chose to leave the truth. You chose to deny God. You chose Christmas and birthday celebrations and Thanksgiving turkeys and Thanksgiving ham and shrimp and crab boils. That's what you chose. Well, guess what? Because you chose to live an alternative lifestyle in the LGBT, now you're going to rot in prison in Russia. Now you're going to get high the rest of your life and die from AIDS and die in jail and go to the hole in prison, the SHU, S-H-U. That's what's going to be your life. Now you won't grow up with the mother and father. Why? Because God is not going to listen to those prayers. You understand? Verse 46. So ye abode in Kadesh many days, according unto the days that you abode there. With that, imagine, which means to stand, just me up here. La Yashala. Imagine, everybody stand. Wapanya Hakwadam, which means rise and face the east. We're going to start with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwatha, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashemayim, Nathanlanawa, Lakum, Kau, Yawam, Wasalaklanawa, Kabawathnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawathinawa, Wala'ah, Thabayayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwath, Waha'ala, Wahataparath, Laiwalamyam, Aman. In English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever, so be it. Hakak, the power, the prayer of the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Babakushah, Nathanlanawa, Hakak, Larapa'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Lahakwim, Hamathiam, Hakak, Arakawath, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Bahashim Yahushai, the water Aman, in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izarya, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakarka, Wayarach, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazafka, Wabawaka, Ma'itha, Wa'ai, Iwalam, Aman. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore, so be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, al damayalaka, al takarash, wa al tashakwat, al kaya, hana, awayabuka, yahama yawan, wa mashanayaka, nasha'awa, ra'ash, al imaka, ya'ira yamwa, sawad, wa yathayai tazawa, al tazap pawanyaka, amawa, lakawat, wa nakakidam, magoya, wala'a, yazakar, sham yasha'ala, aiwad, kaya, nawa'ai tazawa, lab, yakhadwa, alyaka, baryath, yakarathwa, ahalia, adawam, Wayashama'alium, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'imawan, Wa'imalak, Palashath, Im Yashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Lahum, Kamadyan, Kasayasara'a, Kayabyan, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayathamwa, Nadiyabmawa, Kaira, Wakazaba, Wakazabach, Wakazalmanai, Kalnasaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amawa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Ath, Na'awath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Ka'ash, Thara Ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Thalahat, Haryam, Khan, Tharadatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasawapafka, Thabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashua, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahalwa, Ayai, Wayakslakia, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al, Yawan, Al, Kal, Haratiza, Aman. In the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeb, yea, all their princes, as Abah, and as Amunah, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. The prayer for the blessings, the prayer of the blessings for the power structure in the Hebrew. Barakathe Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Mayakala, Wa Alahaya, Matazabia, Alawapyahana, Ha Alawapyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kwatazayanyam, Ha Chayayaliam, Wa Agwathian, Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, the Wadaman in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. The prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'ala, Waha, Bayath Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, the Wadaman. What we just said in English was Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. The prayer for the curses in the Hebrew, the prayer for the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, posse comitazi, gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming in the name of Yahushua. Thank you always, so be it. Sar, which means to turn. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmadium, Barak, Yahaba Hashem Yahushua Barakatham, Yajim Matah, Sar, face the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Ahmadium, Barak, Yahushua Alathan by Hashem Yahushua, Yajim Matah, dismissed.